Good afternoon, Dingles Crypto. So today we are going to review Centrifuge and Tinlake. Basically, they're the same project, and they work hand in hand together. Centrifuge is its own chain, its own proof of stake chain, its own Polkadot Parachain, and Tinlake is a protocol built on Ethereum. They work hand in hand. They just onboard different information. They allow different utility to achieve an outcome, right? So let's jump right into it. I'm going to try my very best to explain this. It's a very complicated protocol. But first, I want to say that if you stay tuned, I'm going to show you how to obtain RAD, which is Centrifuge's proof of stake token and governance token. And it's a lot of people have been talking about it. It's been very hard to get your hands on, but I've got my hands on it, and I hope to get my hands on some more. And I'll show you how you can do this as well. So let's jump right into it. So you can access funding if you're a business and have invoices, and then you can also invest in these invoices and gain return on your risk tolerance, right? So let's jump into, so how does it work? And I'm going to do my best to explain this. Basically, invoices, if you don't know what an invoice is, it's just a bill between two parties. And a lot of companies like to pay this bill after they sell their product. And they want to people want to gain liquidity relatively quickly. So what they do is they get funding traditional finance ways. They finance it through a bank, but sometimes these parties are too small, or they can't just get it through the traditional way because of their location or whatnot. So let's just say this is one of their borrows, and on the Centrifuge chain, so basically the peer-to-peer messaging protocol is verified by the Centrifuge chain, right? And what the peer-to-peer messaging protocol allows you to do is, and I think this might be one of the biggest hurdles for Centrifuge to jump, is to get companies to use their messaging protocol in the Centrifuge chain, because companies need to use it to interact with their invoices with, right, for this to be successful. So, and then anchors are the thing that mediates between the invoice and creating an NFT. So you need to create a non-fungible token to utilize Tinlake, and I'm going to show you how this. So basically, you create an NFT, it gets put into a pool, and then stable coins are entered into another pool and lent and use this as collateral, this non-fungible token, right? So you lend a stable coin, they can take this out, pay their bill, and then they pay it back with a certain amount of interest, right? And so once the NFT enters the pool, how is this pool cut up in slices? Basically a CDO, and if you know anything about traditional finance, there's tranches in bonds. There's like AAA and AA, and based off the risk rate assessed by creditors, basically the interest rate is set by how reliable this company is, right? So these pools get separated into two tokens, drop and tin. I don't know how they came up with their names, but whatever. So there's a drop token and a tin token. And a drop token is basically a senior investor basically saying, hey, I don't want to lose my money. And I want a stable interest rate, and I want low risk. Junior investors say, hey, I will take the first loss, but I also want the extra interest rate if more than expected, pay back their loan. So, and TIN is the underwriter. So TIN evaluates the invoice and say the ability to their company to pay back their loan, or their loan, right? So they assess the loan and come upon an interest rate. So that's that, and you can buy tin or drop, and then you have those in your Ethereum wallet on MetaMask. And I've heard rumors where they might be able to use collateral. You can use these as collateral on other DeFi protocols and do different things with them, right? So that's what DeFi is all about, is taking one token and being able to interrupt, being able to use them in different other protocols. So we'll see what gets built around this. MakerDAO is a huge aspect of Centrifuge. I'm pretty sure they work closely together. So that's exciting. But why would you invest in these NFTs, these non-fungible tokens that represent loans that are backed by actual real life collateral? And that's one of the interesting aspects of this. A lot of protocols just focus on what's on DeFi already, and they don't go off chain. They don't try to onboard off chain data. It's very difficult to do trustlessly. And I don't think Centrifuge is at a point where they are doing it trustlessly, which means that it's verifiable and there's no risk to individual or corporate greed and malness. Is that a word? I don't know. Malness. I think that's a word. Just bad actors, basically. So why would you invest in it? Choose a Tinlake pool to invest in. Build your risk portfolio. It might be a good diversifying aspect of your crypto holdings. And lend against a tokenized collateral asset. Redeem. So this is saying maybe other protocols will be able to build around drop in tin. Redeem after you earn the interest, right? So when I say tokenized Legos, basically each token is going to have layers and layers and layers of smart contracts built around a token, and then that token might be a super specific type of token, right? so it's very interesting stuff. Why would you participate in this peer-to-peer lending or a peer-to-peer chain that has the possibility for instant liquidity by use of DeFi, right? So why would you use this? It's because tokenize your asset on the Centrifuge chain, pool assets in Tinlake, our assets-backed lending protocol, borrow money with DeFi. So basically any company that wants instant liquidity, and they can use Tinlake and Centrifuge. So that's why they would use their P2P, business to business protocol, right? And that's essential for Centrifuge success, because if no businesses use it, that's an issue because that's what they're here for, right? So here's a couple users. Paperchain, Console Freight. I watched a whole video of them talking together. So they are actually I can't even describe their business model, unfortunately, but they deal with shipping of goods. That's all I know. And I know they do a lot with invoices. So to get liquidity for their customers that aren't necessarily the customers that can get traditional financing, they use Centrifuge, right? So apparently they've been doing really well with it. We can jump right into their products right now. They have total finance to date, $4 million, currently value locked. There you go. So here's all the people using it. All the companies trying to access liquidity through Tinlake right now. And you could go ahead and participate. I think you might have to be an accredited investor. So just take that into consideration. So I don't know how long that will continue. I don't know. But one thing that's interesting, and this kind of confronts the issue of central onboarding of information, such as these invoices have to be centrally onboarded. That invoice information has to be onboarded somehow to the blockchain. And look at this. See that little chain linky right there? See that chain link picture right there? I don't know. Might be just a little drop. But Chainlink right there, I'm sure they will partner with Chainlink, as will every DeFi protocol, if they want to decentralized onboard information and to have it trustless. But let's go to this graphic right here. Also, this could go for company stock portfolios, not stock portfolios, stocks, right? So they can use Tinlake for liquidity issues or issues like this. Obviously, this might be years from now, but adoption will come to DeFi. It's just a matter of what protocols will be used. So here, the P2P messaging protocol utilizing Centrifuge Chain. And Centrifuge Chain is basically how to validate these invoices on the blockchain. And if one of them wants funding, one of these invoices need fundings, they can anchor it and create it an NFT, and then therefore use Tinlake to gain access to DeFi liquidity. But let's go into Centrifuge's chain. So as you can see, I got 0.1 rad. So yeah, that's pretty rad, right, guys? But you can stake it and you can nominate it to validators, and validators are nodes that are keeping track of the blockchain. So you can go, this is Polkadot.js, and this has all the Polkadot parachains. And you can go ahead and just click Centrifuge and then go to staking. And there's 28 validators right now, and you can just nominate your tokens to one of these to increase their interest, and then you get a part of their interest earned. So here we go. You have been waiting for this whole time to learn how to earn some rad, and let's do it. Okay, so they just dropped this December 14th, so like a week ago, 7 days ago. Oh geez. But Centrifuge is kicking off a community mining program with RAD. I'm just going to say RAD. We want to get RAD tokens into the hands of the community that makes Centrifuge what it is. We believe that in the early stages of Centrifuge, blah, 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 through January 31st. So you got a good month and a week. So what do you do? So you have to participate in their community. For each nice reply, okay, so and then you submit your bounty using this form, and I'm going to submit this video because why not? So I'm going to be trying to submit your blog post that reviews an element of this nice share. I hope a video is similar to a blog post. That would be nice to get 100 rads. Yes sir. But anyways, there's their form. Centrifuge community rad mining submission. So go ahead and try to get your free rad tokens if you participate in their community, which I'm going to be submitting this video. Might be a reason why I'm making this video, although I do really like this project because it's kind of like Barnbridge, or is that what it's called? Barnbridge. It's similar in the sense that they have tokens for they're trying to tokenize bonds and put them on the blockchain. So, but I like this project a lot. Hopefully they can. Another way is it's hard to access, or it's hard to evaluate these companies or credit score, and how do they do that? I don't know. I try my best to learn as much as I can from this protocol, but I think that's one of the main areas they have to be focused on, is the decentralized onboarding of this information. But that's the only issue I see with this protocol is making sure that those invoices are verifiable and they will be paid back, because you're offboarding DAI and then onboarding it again as repayment. So I believe they're getting this DAI and then they are paying they're paying for something, and then they are utilizing this something, and then we're hoping we get money back. So there has to be some type of credit score associated with these invoices. So I would like to see what these underwriters, these tin holders, are actually looking at when they underwrite these NFTs. But anyways, they are hiring. I like to promote these when I see them, because you can be a Centrifuge network ambassador part-time, and then you can be customer success manager. I don't know what that means. Sounds like a non-tech position. So pretty cool stuff. I might actually apply, because why not? I like Centrifuge a lot. Great company. I watched several of their videos. Very smart individuals. Lastly, go shoot a sub. This video took a lot of research, and I've tried my very hardest on locating the best reliable resources for you guys. So shoot a sub. I appreciate it. Hopefully you learned something from this. But other than that, thanks for watching. Shoot shoot a like and comment something. Comment hi. I appreciate it. Peace out. Ooh.